Good morning, students. Today we are going to see lesson number 4, Fundamental Rights, Part 1. In that lesson, we are going to see what are rights. That three main rights: right to equality, right against exploitation, right to liberty. Now, we are going to see the lesson. You must have seen such placards in newspaper and elsewhere. In rarely a march, sometimes certain demand is made, asserting it to be their rights. Which plate card? You can see the page number 76. Education is our right. Two children are taken on board that education is right. Then one worker is saying that we must get the assurance of the minimum wage. It is our right. And two women are taken one more placard. It is we have a right over our forest and its resources. Okay, so with such a placards we see in the newspapers and elsewhere. We get rights about every newborn baby has a right to life. The entire society and government takes efforts to ensure that the body is in the best of health. Only when all individuals get protection from injustice, exploitation, discrimination, and deprivation will they be able to develop their skills and qualities. Demanding one's right is insisting on creating an atmosphere conducive to the development of the self as well as the entire society. The Indian Constitution has guaranteed equal rights to all citizens. In order to create this conducive atmosphere, these rights are fundamental rights as they are included in the Constitution. They have the status of law. It is imperative for everybody to abide by this right. Now we are going to see three rights. Right to equality. First, it is a right to equality. According to the right to equality, the state cannot discriminate among the citizens as superior, inferior, or as man, woman, and cannot give different treatment or privilege to anybody. The same law applies equally to all. Many laws gives us protection. For example, we have protection from arrest without warrant. Also, the state cannot discriminate while extending such protection. What other things are included in this in the right to equality? The state cannot discriminate against the any citizens on the grounds of religion, caste, race, sex, descent, or place of a birth or a resistance for government employment. The inhuman practice of untouchability that was prevalent in our country has been abolished by law. The practice of untouchability and in any form is a cautionable offense. This practice has been abolished in order to establish equality in the Indian society. The Indian Constitution has also abolished the titles that create an artificial history among people. For example, titles like Raja, Maharaja, Rao Bahadur, etc. have been abolished. The Constitution prevents the state from conferring titles that nurture inequality and raw wages in social unity. But the state does confer awards like Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan, etc. for distinguished contribution in different fields. Bharat Ratna is the greatest civilian honor or award for our country. Medals of honor like Paramveer Chakra, Ashok Chakra, Shaurya Chakra are awarded for remarkable service in the armed forces. Such awards don't bestow any special rights or privilege upon those who receive them. It is only a recognition of their contribution. Next, it is a right to liberty. This is a very important right given in the Constitution. It gives the guarantee of all freedom necessary from the point of view of the individual. As Indian citizen, we have the right to freedom of speech and expression, freedom to assemble peaceably, freedom to form association or union, freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India, freedom to reside, the settle in any part of the territory of India, freedom to practice any lawful profession or to carry the any occupation, trade or business of one's choice. Do you know the Constitution has given us many rights, but we have to exercise this responsibly. We should take care that others do not get affected by our behavior. We have the freedom of expression, but we cannot speak or write anything that might incite anybody to violence. The right to liberty in a constitution has guaranteed us the freedom of speech and movement, and it has also provided a security to keep us safe. This legal protection has been given to everybody equally. It is not denied to anybody. For example, we all have a right to life. It appears to be simple, but it has a deep significance. It implies getting a guarantee to live, availability of the conductive environment for living. Nobody can nobody can take away another's life. No person can be arrested and detained without any reason. Think about it. There are some rights supplementary to right to life. For example, nobody can be punished twice for the same offense. Before being punished, the allegation against the person have to be proved. The courts have performed this task. The police collect the evidence against the accused and put up the case in the court. Even if a person accepts that he has committed a crime, he is not punished immediately. The allegation have to be proved legally. The judicial process takes time, but it is necessary to show that it is innocent person does not get punished. Right against the exploitation. The right against the exploitation implies the right to prevent exploitation. While the Constitution has banned all types of oppressive through the right against the exploitation, it has made a special provision to prevent the exploitation of children. According to it, is prohibited to employ children under 14 years of age in a hazardous place. Children cannot be employed or made to work in factories and mines. Exploitation includes bonded labor or forcing somebody to work against his or her wish, treating somebody like a slave, denying them legitimate compensation, making them do excessive or strenuous work, starving them, or ill treating them. Generally, women, children, the weaker section of society, and powerless people are exploited. This right enabled us to stand up against any kind of exploitation. In this chapter, we studied the right to liberty, the equality, and the right against the exploitation. The next chapter, we shall study some more fundamental rights in the Constitution. Here, our lesson number 4 is completed. You should solve this exercise below it.